Welcome, and I'm so glad you're here to join me at this session. I'm Binda, your guide at Get Set Up. The session today is all about tips to practice gratitude for older adults. Why is practicing gratitude important? We all have a lot of things that we can be grateful for, thankful for. But most of the time, we find ourselves complaining about the things that we do not have. If we start practicing gratitude regularly, there are many benefits. We can talk about the emotional benefits, the social benefits, and the health benefits, which are the topmost benefits that one is looking for. When we talk about emotional benefits, you feel relaxed because it has a positive impact. Acknowledging the things that we are blessed with definitely makes us feel good and we feel relaxed. Our thinking about the happy memories, because when we are thinking, we are grateful for something that has happened with us, we're feeling happy about it, thinking of happy memories gives rise to the happy hormones in our body. We are thinking about negative thoughts most of the time, but when you practice gratitude, we tend to ignore the negative thoughts or detach ourselves from the negative thoughts because we start looking at the positivity in our life. The social side of the social benefits when you practice gratitude is your relationships become better. You get socially connected. You start feeling connected with people. You want to be more friendlier. And talking about the health, of course, your sleep quality improves. You are full of energy, or you see your energy levels increased and better. You also notice that you now fall less sick and also the physical pain reduces. It is all because you have learned to acknowledge things that you're blessed with. How do we practice gratitude? How can we make it a habit? I always talk about it that you can start with first thing in the morning. Could be just as you get out of the bed, or probably you want to fix a time to just sit down and think about things that you have in life. Start with 5 things, 5 personal things that you're grateful for. Do it on everyday basis. You might see that you are just repeating the same 5 things. The 5 things could just become 10 and 15 and 50 probably. And as you continue your practice, you will start feeling so much better about the life that you're living. You could fix a time, make it a discipline. It could be whatever is convenient to you. It could be the morning time. It could be the first thing you do it in the morning, or probably before you go to bed. I like to do it as the first thing in the morning because that just charges me up for the whole day that I'm facing. So it becomes a habit. You might want to list it. You want to keep a diary, gratitude journal. You can just start writing, put a date and write your things that you're grateful for. Or you just want to say it in your mind. You can make little notes and stick it. I will talk about, there is gratitude jar, there is gratitude tree you can create, gratitude collage you can create. So if you're writing those little notes, you can keep adding to that. That is another way of doing. And it can become a habit if you do it on regular basis. You don't necessarily, if you think daily is going to be difficult, start with a weekly routine. Fix a date. It could be a Saturday, Friday evening, Sunday, whatever date you choose. And very soon you will see that you want to do that more often and probably daily. Concentrate on the positive memories that you have had in your life and not the difficult times. That is another way of practicing gratitude. Things could have been worse. So even if you're ill, if there is a problem with your health or relationship, try to think of the good memories that you have had with the same people. Maybe if there is a health-related issue, tell yourself it could have been worse. So thank for those small blessings that we are blessed with. Accept the situation. I always talk about the 4 A's. If there is a situation, you can't avoid it. See if you can alter the situation. If you can't alter the situation, see if you can avoid it. Avoid, alter, and if you can't alter it, you have to accept the situation. And once you accept the situation, it becomes easy to adapt to a situation. Writing gratitude notes is another way that you can do. You can write a thank you note to someone, somebody who visited you, somebody has made a phone call, it has made a difference to you. You could also think of writing a thank you note or a letter to someone who is not close by, who's at long distance. In fact, we even recommend sometimes, if you think back, we may not have thanked our own parents enough. Today, they may be with us, they may not be around. They must have left us and gone. Or it could be your spouse, your partner, your sibling. There was something you really feel grateful, but you never spoke about it. Sit down, write down a letter to them. Write a thank you note, specifically of something that they had done for you and you are grateful for that. So it will make you feel good. Encourage saying the 3 golden words: please, thank you, and sorry. I talked about making a collage. You can actually, we have all the time, we have some pictures and hard copies of our good old times. When we are sitting idle, most of the time, I know when we are feeling lonely, we are feeling alone, that's the time we want to look at the old pictures. So look at some pictures, and if you think there are good memories, all the pictures are fond memories and good memories, you might want to pick out some and just stick it on a paper, make a collage, keep it, place it in a place where you look at it often. It will make you feel good. You can keep changing that after a few weeks or a month or so. And that will be a good exercise also to practice gratitude. Gratitude jar, I did that for a full year once, way back, probably 5-6 years ago. A big glass jar. Whenever you think, it could be just one of the neighbor who helped you to carry a heavy basket that you were carrying. He offered to help and he walked along with you and dropped you at your home. Or you were stranded on a road and some stranger decided, it was raining, you were waiting for a Uber, it did not come, and a stranger looked at you, saw, stopped and offered, and he dropped you safely at home. You didn't know the person, but you were thankful. You must have thanked him or her then, but maybe that was a beautiful moment, beautiful way, and you felt good about it. Write a thank you note, fold it and put it in the jar. I like to use this colorful papers, and it's a glass jar. It was a glass jar. And, whenever you feel down and, some unpleasant thoughts are bothering you, just sit down, take that jar in front of you, pull out those papers, you can read them. It just peps you up. It makes you feel very good. So that's a gratitude jar you could do. Maybe you can start today if you have a jar already, or think about starting on a particular, it could be your birthday. If you're a person whose birthday is approaching, you can start on that day and keep filling up that jar until your next birthday and see how you feel when you actually look at the thank you notes or gratitude notes that you have kept adding every time you wanted to thank someone or you felt good about something that happened with you. Gratitude tree, you could actually have a dry tree, or you can make a tree and just tie those little gratitude notes. They also look very beautiful. Another way which we often recommend with students or with small groups is just put up a chart there on the wall, draw the leaves with a pen, and then write your notes in each of the leaves. Every time you think about something you want to pay your gratitude, just add on one leaf and write that little note. You don't have to write big sentences, just a couple of words, 2 words are good enough. There's also something called gratitude stone. So people, you must have heard talk about the lucky stone, lucky charms. So you can just use maybe a soft, smooth stone that you have in the house, or you just pick it up from your backyard and use it. You can keep it in your pocket. You can keep it in your purse. And every time you feel grateful for something that has happened with you, personally or otherwise, you can just touch, feel that, and say a thank you and speak about why are you feeling grateful for that particular thing. These are certain tips for you to start practicing your gratitude. You might want to, if you're not writing 5 things or not thinking of 5 things on a daily basis, you might want to think one thing that you are grateful about in your personal life. It could be my hands, it could be my eyesight, it could be the internet connection that I have. Why not?